Hi, I'm Leon Furs, the Director of Learning and Teaching at Monterey College. This brief video will give an overview of the Victorian Certificate of Education, the VCE. The Victorian Certificate of Education is the pathway that the majority of students in Victoria take in Year 11 and 12. There are VCE subjects across all of the main learning areas, and Monterey College offers one of the broadest ranges of VCE subjects in the region. Some VET courses are also counted as scored VCE subjects, meaning that they have an examination and contribute towards an ATAR. VET courses and the ATAR are explained further in separate videos, also on this page. So who's it for? The VCE is for students who want to go into tertiary study, university, TAFE, or employment. Because there is a wide range of subjects on offer, it's possible to select either a very specific pathway, for example, a focus on the sciences, or a broader pathway. Around 80% of secondary students in Victoria follow a VCE pathway. The typical endpoint of the VCE is seen as the ATAR. However, it's important to note that the ATAR is not the focus of Year 11 and 12 and should not be treated as the driving factor in VCE choices. At Monterey College, we always encourage students to choose their subjects based on their interests, their passions, and their abilities, and not based on which subjects they believe scale better or will achieve better results for the ATAR. The ATAR and scaling is explained in detail in a separate video. For successful VCE completion, whether that's an ATAR or a non-scored VCE, students need a minimum of 4 subjects, including one of the English offerings. At Monterey College, students will have the option to study the maximum number of VCE subjects across 2 years, which is 6 subjects, including an English. However, because of the minimum requirement of 4 subjects, students will have the opportunity to drop one option, for example, to take on a higher education unit. The variety of options available at Monterey College means that the Pathways program for Year 11 and 12 students is very flexible. Opening up accelerated studies from as early as Year 10 means that many students will end up with a free block of time in Year 12 to undertake higher education courses on offer from universities such as Deakin, La Trobe, and Federation University. These are all explained further in other videos. In terms of the ATAR, these higher education units often contribute towards the ATAR, as do many of the VET offerings. So it's really important not to see the VCE certificate as just a pathway which only includes VCE subjects. And we will be encouraging all of our students to look for a breadth of subjects which really capture their interests and the potential pathways of what they would like to do in the future. So just a couple of frequently asked questions, and we will also be able to address some of these in various info sessions for parents and students over the course of Term 3. So firstly, if I change my mind, can I switch from VCE to VCAL or VCAL to VCE? Yes, it is possible to switch. Generally, it's best to switch at the end of a year, but it is possible to change mid-year. It is worth bearing in mind that in 2023, the VCAL will become part of the VCE certificate, and as such, the transition from VCAL to VCE will be slightly different. That's explained a little bit further in the separate VCAL video. I don't want to go to university. Should I still do the VCE? The VCE is for students who wish to complete Year 12 and do not particularly want to follow a vocational pathway, like a VCAL student, but you do not need to go on to university after completing the VCE. The majority of our students at Monterey College who complete the VCE do go on to tertiary study and are very successful at university. However, some students choose to go straight into employment, to defer by taking a gap year so that they can earn some money, or possibly by retraining or going into education through an organisation like TAFE. And finally, what's a non-scored VCE? In some circumstances, students will choose to complete a non-scored VCE with no examinations and no ATAR. This is generally for mental or physical health reasons, but increasingly, non-scored VCE students are looking at the non-scored VCE as an alternative pathway, which avoids the examination at the end of Unit 3 and 4, particularly for students who do not require an ATAR-based entry into tertiary study. Further questions can be directed to me My email address is lfers@monivey.vic.edu.au. All of the contact details for myself, the year level coordinators, and the careers advisor, Michael Harms, are available on the website. Thank you.